Some news that's coming in right now. Major tsunami warning that has been issued in Japan. Tsunami waves up to 5 meters already reported. Western Japan has been hit by a 7.6 magnitude earthquake. Minor flooding has also been reported post the earthquake. Buildings reportedly destroyed at multiple locations. Tsunami has reached the shores of Japanese cities Sado, Washikaze, Nanao and Yamagata. Japan says evacuation orders have been issued and tsunami alerts already in North Korea and Russia's eastern region as well. My colleague Ashutosh Mishra is joining us live for more on this. Ashutosh, what more can you tell us about the tsunami warning which has been issued in Western Japan?
Well, it was the magnitude of a 7.4 Richter of the earthquake, which was even felt not only in the western part of Japan, west coast of the Japan, but also even the central Japan. And because of this, there was the tsunami alert. And as we speak at the west coast, there are multiple pockets. In fact, I have the image. I'll get you those parts particularly where they still the tides are reporting as high as 5 meters. And since there will be aftershock expected, there could be more alert. And in fact, also there is a Pacific tsunami warning center issued, which could also affect not just North Korea but also the Russia's Far East. In fact, one of the worst affected as of now, what we are seeing is the area which is Noto Peninsula in Nagano area. Through the map, which I have access, in fact, marked for a better understanding of our viewer, at the western this coast of Japan, these are the primary areas which are worst affected, which is Niigata and Nagano and Nagoya. In fact, there is one upper region. So these particular area, not only the evacuation order have also been issued. I just heard the statements from the Chief Cabinet Secretary of Japan and also the Prime Minister, where they have said that the rescue relief operation has been initiated. There was major threat. Remember, this reminds to March 2011 catastrophic tsunami, which killed more than 15,000 people in Japan. The biggest challenge and the biggest threat as of now is the nuclear project, the nuclear power plants. Those are located in certain areas, including in the western parts and the central. So far, there is no radiation alert. In fact, those nuclear power plant has been made offline to prevent from any further catastrophe. But because there is more aftershock and the tsunami alert is expected, and on the western line, there are multiple pockets where every 5 minutes the tsunami alert is issued, because this happened at 10:30 local time in Japan, and gradually when the waves are clearly going after one to another areas, it is escalating further. More and more areas are coming under its impact. Subsequently, one of the worst effect could be the Shinano River area, where you have the dense population in the rural belt of the west coast. So now, because of the seawater, the high tide will also be impacting river. Most of these places will be flood. However, there is no words on the casualties yet. There are no reports yet, because primarily the assessment is being done on the managed. Because of the magnitude 7.4, there is more damage could be to the properties. But because on and off there have been tsunamis and earthquake alert, the people are quite new. Every time there is such alert issued, what are the best protocols to follow? Immediately, in fact, they have been advised to keep tab on all the internet, all the social media posts, news platforms to get more and more updates while the rescue relief operation. But the kind of images that I'm seeing, in fact, the railway station, the metro station, everything literally shaking up, and that has the potential threat to trigger this tsunami in the west coast. And as we speak, nearly 6 major towns are under impact of this tsunami in Japan. All the activities as of now, as far as rescue is concerned, is the primary focus of the Prime Minister, the Cabinet, where they have been holding several rounds of meeting. Advisory is the primary is to issue and to reach out to the people. Do not stay home if you are in the particular area, in the affected area. Immediately evacuate to the high ridges as soon as possible. That's the advisory being issued by the Japanese authorities. Follow me.
Right. Also, what we're hearing, Ashutosh, is that tsunami alerts have been issued for North Korea and Russia's eastern region as well.
Well, if you see, this particularly, because if this is the western coast of Japan, and if in this particular area, if you have a tsunami alert, by radius, its impact is likely to reach to the North Korean side. So this is clearly the reason why even the Far East. Now this is where the Russian water, the international water, and these are the two territories which are under impact. Exactly why, if you see, this is where the epicenter of this tsunami is, and by far it is reaching to the North Korean waters and of course the Russia. That's exactly why the tsunami alert has been issued. However, the intensity of this tsunami and the impact would be far less than what we are seeing in Japan. Of course, it will have certain impact, and clearly the Russian authorities and the North Korean authorities might have issued all the alerts, advisory, precautions, rescue, relief measures might have initiated. But by the time it reaches, clearly the one of the worst impact we'll see is gonna only in the northern part, and especially in this four town, be it Niigata, the Shiano River, the residential areas located around it, Nagano, Nagoya, and of course the Kyoto. So far there is no reports of such. In fact, multiple places where the matter of concern is the sea waves, where at the moment it is being reported way higher than 5 meters, and many areas which are in yellow alert where they have the sea waves nearly 1 to 1.5 meters. So once it started increasing, clearly the areas under impact and influence will also be wider, and that will be major challenge for the authorities to carry out the operation. In fact, immediately I was watching all the broadcasting platforms. They immediately advise, do not even stand in front of your television. The moment you see the advisory, immediately evacuate and go to the higher areas. And also, very significantly, these particular areas where you have also the higher ridges, the mountain areas. So clearly the people will have an advantage if there is no threat and the water hasn't started reaching to that particular area, or the waves are reaching to those areas. They can evacuate and go on the higher ridges of.
Okay.
But for now, the priority is to evacuate people and ensure rescue relief operation.
Absolutely, absolutely. That will in fact be the priority right now after an earthquake of magnitude 7.6 on the Richter scale has impacted Western Japan. Ashutosh, thank you for joining us with those details.